Welcome to Comic Book Overview, where everyone can come and indulge in all things comic related, whether it be movies, TV shows, cartoons, video games, or just comics themselves. If you love comic books, then show it by hitting that subscribe button to help this precious media that we all love thrive and flourish. From the least to the greatest, all are greedy for gain. Prophets and priests alike all practice deceit. Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 13. This is how we start the second video in the comic book series 7, titled Greed, published by Zenescope Entertainment in October 2006. This issue centers around Eli Gould, a defense attorney that takes any case. It doesn't matter if you are innocent or guilty. For the right price, he would defend rapists, murderers, and thieves, unleashing them to recommit horrible crimes in society. The only God he serves is the one of abuse of legal tender. The first client he is seen discussing the case with is accused of rape. The panel show how Eli builds his client up, stating he is the president of the fraternity, captain of the lacrosse team, and has never been before in trouble, while stating his accuser is a hanger-on, sleeping with several of the frat boys while drinking to excess, assassinating her character. The killer states that in defending these criminals, Eli is worse than the people he represents. I find it interesting that this sin is tied to Theodore Allen, the sin of sloth. Of course, this is not unique, because, and I hope I'm not ruining for you if you have not seen the movie, the sin of wrath is tied to envy. I will stop there for those who don't know what I'm talking about. Go see the movie and then come back here. As like the other sins, the sin of greed is definitely talked about in Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, where the fourth circle is described in Canto 7. It is said to be guarded by Plutos, a deity in classic mythology characterized by great wealth. The souls that dwell here roll enormous weights that they push chest high against each other, releasing great howls as each sinner rolls them back onto the center from which they came from, all the while locked in an eternal loop, one stating, "Why do you hoard?" and the other, "Why do you waste and return?" Even though this sin is definitely noted in the Inferno, it is William Shakespeare's work that John Doe draws inspiration from to execute the act of murder on the attorney. In A Merchant of Venice, Shylock, a Jew moneylender, requests as payment a pound of flesh if a particular recipient defaults on a loan. In the movie, Detective Somerset reads out loud a note left by the killer: 1 pound of flesh, no more, no less, no cartilage or bone, but only flesh. The rest on the note states, "This task done, and he will go free," showing that John Doe is not only a ruthless murderer, but well educated as well, performing murders that are well thought out and purposeful. The lawyer must have been truly terrified of the killer though, and good thing for John Doe, because the pound of flesh was an act of penance, and being so must be done voluntarily by the sinner himself. The promise of being set free outweighed the loss of the body part, kind of like a coyote gnawing off his paw from a trap to set himself free. With all that said, I didn't find this issue worth reading. There weren't any new elements to the character to add to any sense of depth. Nothing we didn't know about him already, and therefore a waste of time. I give this issue a ranking of 2.0 out of 5, a below average read. I wouldn't recommend it even for fans of the movie. Please feel free to visit my YouTube page for more videos, and make sure you tap on that bell icon on your way out. And as always, until next time, keep reading, my friends.